Alright, I've done the Big Ten, now let's move to the NFL. Power rankings, I'm not going to have any intro, guys, I'm just going to jump right in where I feel like each team is right now, and just a general thought on them, or like what is a storyline to keep an eye on with this team. Alright, no more wasting time, let's start with number 32. They're going to use all 4 quarterbacks this year, aren't they? How long until Jackson Dart starts? I say about halfway through the season, and then he's put into that starting role. You guys think I'm right? I think right now it's all going to depend on what kind of season Cam Ward has. He needs to have a good rookie season. Doesn't have to be spectacular, just good. After being in NFL purgatory for so long, now we think the Saints are going to be terrible. They should have been terrible a few years ago. Why is this team ranked so low? Why? Just why? This could be the surprise team of 2025. Drake May could have a breakout season, and with Mike Vrabel now as the head coach, keep an eye on the Patriots. That's what I would do. I really don't know what to think of the Raiders. I mean, Pete Carroll's there and Geno Smith is there, so they may make some noise, but at the same time, they weren't a great team last year. I don't know what to make of them. Even if Tua stays upright, I'm not sure the Dolphins really have enough to really compete. It's not a great team this year. While Daniel Jones is now the starter, Anthony Richardson is the backup, Tyler Warren is definitely a breakout rookie candidate. Yeah, it's all about quarterback play with the Colts, and I really don't think with either one of them they're gonna get the quarterback play they need. Sorry. Alright, fine, they made some good moves this offseason, but I'm not ready to say whether or not they can compete for a playoff spot again. I'm not ready to say it until I see it on the field. Alright, the dark days look to be over for Carolina. However, once again, we need to see the play on the field. Last year was a great step forward. Now, can Bryce Young and this team take the next? What on earth is going on in Dallas right now? No, seriously, I have no idea. Has Micah Parsons played his last snap as a Cowboy, or can they work this out? Man, why does Jerry Jones keep shooting himself in the foot? I know the injuries definitely played a part in what happened last year, but at the same time, the injuries are coming back again this year with the receiving core, and there's a lot that needs to happen right now for the 49ers. They are in a very tough division. So, last year's surprise team definitely can compete for a playoff spot. The thing that's going to keep them back has been the same thing that has kept them back for so long. A fall late in the season. They have to be consistent. Alright? They just have to be, and they can at least get a wild card spot. Michael Penix, all you gotta do is play solid football, and the Falcons will win the division. It's about as simple as that. Solid QB play, they win the division. That is what has kept them back for so long right now. Get it done, Penix. This is about as high as I am comfortable putting this team. Yes, I know, great moves again, but has to translate to the field, and it didn't do that last year. That losing streak was just rough. Caleb Williams, you are a breakout candidate. Prove me right. As of right now, they are the best team in the NFC South. It's not saying a whole lot, however, Tampa Bay has surprised us before, so maybe they'll do it again. Seattle definitely has the makeup of a playoff team. Now, can Sam Darnold translate last year into success with Seattle? I hope so. I really do. Okay, after an offseason that included signing 2 receivers to big contracts, really making your best defensive player mad, and then almost not signing your first-round pick, yeah, there is a lot for the Bengals to answer for this year, and the biggest thing is, I don't know if this defense is any better than what they were last year. That's not good. Alright, JJ McCarthy, after an injury that took you out all of your rookie year, you are now the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. By the way, Sam Darnold got this team this close to the number 1 seed. No pressure. Alright, Pittsburgh made a lot of offseason changes, and yet it still kind of feels like the same team. Is that weird? A lot of this is going to depend on Matthew Stafford staying healthy, and right now, we don't even know if he's going to play week 1. Alright? That's the biggest thing. If Matthew Stafford's on the field, the Rams will have a chance. But if he's not, it's going to be rough. I know, the playoff game was not good, but Jim Harbaugh is not Brandon Staley. They are going to be fine. They are going to be fine, right? Yeah, this on Denver. They were good last year, and I just see them being that same team, but maybe even better this year. Bo Nix going into his second year. They got Barron in the first round, and I still think R.J. Harvey could be a good running back in his rookie year. Yeah. Could they fight Kansas City for the division? We'll see. You know what? In Aaron Rodgers' third year as a starting quarterback, he won the Super Bowl. And now Jordan Love is going into his third year as a starting quarterback. Is history going to repeat itself? This is a team that I still am high on, but there are definitely some question marks that need to be answered early in the season. That's really what's going to determine what they do this year. But all in all, yeah, Houston's still a pretty good team, and they should be the favorite in the AFC South. Yeah, that was rough, that divisional round. And then losing both of their coordinators, that didn't help matters either. But Aiden Hutchinson is going to be back, and Dan Campbell is just a really good head coach. I think he and the Lions are going to be fine. I do expect them to compete for the playoffs, compete for the division. But I think time's running out a little bit. They got to get to a Super Bowl at some point. Forget what I said about Arizona. This was the true surprise team of the NFL last year. I mean, to get to the AFC Championship with a rookie quarterback that you took second overall, what a great job by the Commanders. Now, what do you do for a follow-up? That's the big question. All right, look, we all know what they do in the regular season. If Lamar Jackson's healthy, they're going to have a shot, but their tests always come in January, and this year is no different. Just get to the playoffs, and then maybe you can finally make the run. Kind of the same thing with Baltimore. As long as Josh Allen's healthy, they're gonna compete, but they still haven't gotten over that hump. Which of these teams are going to be the first one to do it? Devastating loss in the Super Bowl, but as of right now, they're still the kings of the AFC until they are dethroned. And right now, I still don't see that happening. Somebody in this conference, please prove me wrong. Alright, they crushed the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year, and doesn't look like this team changed that much. If anything, they may have gotten even better. So, watch out, NFL, because the Eagles are coming again, and you better be ready for them. Alright guys, those are my power rankings. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Who do you think should be higher? Who do you think should be lower? Who do you think I got just right? And as always, I'll see you guys next time.